This is why you can't stop scrolling. The people who built the app on your phone are not tech designers. They are behavioral scientists. And they did not build it to connect you. They built it to make sure you could never fully leave. In 2004, a former slot machine designer sat down with a Silicon Valley team. He had spent years perfecting one thing: not winning, staying. There is a specific psychological mechanism that makes a slot machine impossible to walk away from: variable reward. If you always win, you stop caring. If you always lose, you stop playing. But if you sometimes win, sometimes lose, and never know which one is coming next, your brain locks in. It reads the uncertainty as a signal that figuring it out matters. So it keeps going. Not because it's enjoying itself, because it genuinely believes the next pull might be the one. The feed on your phone is a slot machine. Every time you pull it down and refresh, you do not know what you are going to get. Sometimes it's something that makes you laugh, sometimes it's something that makes you angry. Sometimes it's nothing at all. You never know which one is coming. That is not an accident. That is the entire design. The engineer who invented the infinite scroll later calculated that his feature alone costs humanity 200,000 hours of human attention. Every single day. He said he didn't think about what he was building. He was just solving a design problem. By 2016, teams of engineers at the world's biggest platforms had one job: increase time on app. Not happiness, not connection, time on app. A former Google ethicist described it as a race to the bottom of the brainstem. Every app competing to reach the most primitive, reactive part of your mind before the others did. That is what your thumb is connected to when you scroll. Not your intentions, not your goals. The oldest part of your brain. The part that was never built for this. A 2019 study found that the mere presence of a phone on a desk, face down, silent, not being used, measurably raised cortisol levels. The stress hormone. Your body treats your phone as a source of threat, even when you're ignoring it. You are not distracted, you are on alert. The reason you can't stop scrolling is not weakness. It was never weakness. You were up against an engineering team whose entire job was to make sure self-control would not be enough. Sean Parker, one of Facebook's first investors, said publicly that they knew they were exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology. And they did it anyway. Your attention was never lost. It was taken by a system that understood your brain better than you did, and used that understanding to hold on. A rigged game only works for as long as the person being played cannot see it. But you can see it now. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow with these interesting stories.